This is Sigmund Freud. He was born in the Czech Republic on the 6th of May 1856. He was known as the founding father of psychoanalysis, which is a method for treating mental illness and a theory to explain human behaviour. Freud is one of the most influential figures of the 20th century, publishing more than 320 different books, articles and essays on the science of the mind, with one of his final theories being the id, the ego and the superego. It's the theory that the personality is split into three parts. Imagine that this horse is your id. The id is the first component of personality to develop from birth. It includes your base instinctual, primitive desires and operates in our unconscious mind. It's selfish and needy, looking for instant gratification, and is driven by the pleasure principle, the idea that all of your needs should be met immediately. The second component of personality to develop is the ego, represented here by the driver in this carriage. The ego operates in your preconscious, unconscious mind and makes your rational, realistic decisions. Like the driver, it needs to control or rein in the id as well as appease it. The ego operates according to the reality principle, the idea that the desires of the id must be satisfied in a method that is both socially appropriate and realistic. Now imagine that this passenger is the driver's parent. They represent the superego, which is the last part of the personality to develop and exists in all three levels of consciousness. It's the wise one with morals and high standards. It's always concerned with what is socially acceptable. It pushes you to obtain the ego ideal, or view of what is right, and it represents your conscience, or view of what is considered wrong, like your parents try to, telling you to slow down or watch out. With each competing force, it's clear to see how each part of the personality might conflict with the other. The ego is like the mediator. It wants to live up to the superego, but also appease the id. According to Freud, the key to a healthy personality is a balance between the id, the ego, and the superego.